today we continue from where we stopped, and yesterday we looked into what was it called? Day before yesterday, rather, we looked into time frame blending, and we completed a whole full cycle. Now we've been relating two time frames together. What if we have three time frames to relate together, or four time frames, or five time frames? It's still the same method, still the same ideology, still the same everything. Are we together?
Yes.
It's more of you trying to understand and break these things down into segments you can actually easily pick. This thing is the same, it is simple, and it is applicable to all markets. All right. Now you will agree with me that this is our usual cycle. We only have few minutes to use. So if you are making noise now, I don't understand it. Now, this is our cycle, right?
Yeah. Yes.
If this is our cycle, let's assume we want to break down 4 hours, each 4. I want to break each 4 down to M15. So I want to analyze the market based on each 4 to M15 now. Let's see how we are going to go. Now, who can tell me what next we should be looking into on H1? What should I be looking into on H1? There's something significant we've talked about in the last class that we should be looking at on H1. Who can help us out? You guys can draw my screen, right? I need someone to draw my screen and represent what we should be looking at H1. This is our H4 chart. What should we be looking at on H1? Who can draw on my screen? Someone was drawing on my screen earlier on. Can you represent what H1 is to us? Anybody? Now don't use
Let me try. Should I draw the H4 cycle on H1?
Yeah, draw. No, don't draw it. Just draw it separately. The screen is wide. Draw each one.
Okay, I should draw a complete cycle, a H4 complete cycle to
the
relate it on
representation
H1.
of H4 on H1. Draw it on the screen.
Okay.
What are we going to see? Let me see. Okay, oh yeah, let's go.
It do not contain my screen.
You don't do fine arts in school. Okay, you tried. Actually, I actually get the picture. Thank you. I get the picture you are trying to paint. Thank you. You are correct. That means you've been practicing, right? Man, no replying. Ooh, it is again now. All right, let's get started. So we are considering this as our what? Please don't draw my screen again, no.
It's Timothy.
Yeah. Timothy, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. I was testing it with the work on my own phone.
Okay, it is working.
Okay.
All right.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. This is H4 chart. So let us look at what H1 will be giving us right now. Yeah. So H1 will be giving us something like what? Right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Right? 1, 2, 3, pull back. Don't mind my drawing today.
We can't see your drawing, sir.
You said?
Can't see what you're drawing, sir.
Eh?
We are seeing it. We are seeing it.
We can see you.
Go change your SIM card.
Oh yeah, try and close your and join again. You should be able to see it. Can I continue?
Yes, you can. Yes.
So do you see, this is my H1 representation on H4. This is what I should be seeing on H1. This literally means what? This one here means what? A pullback on what? On H1, which is this, right? Which is this on H1. Yeah. This means another pullback on H1, which is on H1, on H4. A peak low on what?
A pullback.
This means a peak low on H4. Can you see? And this means a peak high on H4. Can you see? Do we all agree to that?
Yes.
Are we all good? Are we all good?
Yes.
All right. Now, I would like to now to show you some things. Now, let us relate 3 time frames together. Are we together? Can we relate 3 time frames together?
Yes.
Are you ready for this? It look complicated, but trust me, it's not complicated. Now, let me start by relating a bigger time frame. Okay, let me clean it off so this one won't confuse us for now. Then I'll clean this off. I'll draw it to be bold. Then we can start from there. So let me draw it first, please. Paul, are you there?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, sir.
Thank you for getting a cat.
Oh, I fall in love with cat when I saw yours.
Yeah, a lot of people are scared of cats.
I'll eat your cat.
They are beautiful creatures. I don't know.
No be by getting a cat too. Your cat fit trade Forex.
My own
the
cat.
funniest thing is the funniest thing is I'll be accused that I'm an evil person for getting a cat.
For getting a cat, don't mind them.
If I see your cat, I'll eat it.
I covered my cat with the blood of Jesus.
Calm down.
Cat is not evil. It's just the mentality we have, the movies we watch.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see this well?
Yes, sir.
I can remember the first time I told my mom I have a cat at home. She was like, "Yeah, the blood of Jesus." I was like, "What happened to the blood of Jesus?" All right. So this is a representation of a peak structure on an immediate lower time frame, right?
Yeah.
Now let us look for, if we are to go down further the time frame, let us look at what we are going to have. I like that person with that deep bass voice, baritone voice. Baba me, you know, go share me that kind of voice. Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay, let us continue. Now look at this. Remember, for H4, for our peak, when we have this sharpened, what do we have? We have M. When we have this sharpened, what do we have? We have M. Now, when we have this sharpened, what will we have? We have M.
W.
When we have this sharpened, what will we have? We have M. When we have this sharpened, what we have? We have
M.
When we have this sharpened, what we have? We have M. So let us cover up the major ones, right? Before we now start covering up, let's cover up all peak related structure before we now cover up our peak pullbacks. Now, what are we going to have here? W. What are we going to have here? W.
W.
What are we going to have here? M. What are we going to have here? M.
M2.
What are we going to have here? W like
W.
structure. M like structure. If you can connect. Then this one will do 1, 2, 3 up to this place. Then connect. It's complex, right? I don't want to draw it on the board. It looks too complex, but I don't have a choice. Then we have our what? Our W. We have our W. Is it getting? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Please, so it's only the baritone man voice that I'm hearing. Are we getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You don't get baritone. As soprano, you the same.
Yes, boss. We are getting it. Yes, boss.
All right,
Yes, sir.
let's go. We did the same place, Abami. All right, so we have W. So all these sharp ends for your M and W, they are smaller M's and W on lower time frames. If you have M on a bigger time frame, it means you have M, and something like W here on a lower time frame. Are we together? Now, on the lower time frame, what would this one be?
Yeah,
Eh?
an M.
Yes.
It will be a reset.
An M.
W
reset.
and M. This is a reset structure on a lower time frame. What would this one be?
Same.
W.
Reset structure on a
Another
lower
reset.
time frame. What would this one be?
Another reset.
Another reset on lower time frame. What would this one be?
Another reset.
Reset on lower time frame. See, this thing there, the moment you understand this thing, I'm telling you, you are in a lot of money. Look at this. Reset on lower time frame. Reset on lower time frame. Now, if I'm comparing, let me draw H4 on all of them now. Look at H4. Look at what H4 now says. H4 says like this. You did carpentry shop, you did saw something. Look at H1 and look at the possibility of M15. I cannot join the M15 together because it will look too complex. But do you understand what we just preached?
Yes.
Yes.
Should I come again? Should I come again,
sir?
Okay, let me come one more time. We have few minutes to go, so let's use it wisely.
So I'm not concentrating. No, I'm at work.
Double tax yourself. Sorry. We're done. So let me come again one more time.
No, say proper send and this boy you go self can you the man. Wanna crack it.
Dear customer, please wait. Your call is in.
Like we go need do orientation for a lot of you now.
Lie.
All right, so this is our H4, right? Our H4, right? I don't like that.
Yes, sir.
Please, I need you guys to respond. If you don't have noises from your hand, please respond. Respond well. This is our H4, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, our H1 is something like for every leg of M, for all these sharp corners, we are having a lower representation on a smaller time frames. On a smaller time frame, rather. Can you see? For every sharp corner, we're having a representation on what?
A lower time frame.
Lower time frame.
A lower time frame. So look at every representation now on 1 hour. I'll change it to red now. So this first one is what?
M.
That person is talking.
Huh? What? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So the first one is what? M. What is the second one to like? Hello? We have the first leg here, and we've represented it as M, right? Now the market came down, right? The market came down and gave us what?
W.
Good. W-like structure. Most of the time, it's not always W, but put it as W-like structure. Then the market went backwards, up, and gave us what? M. Right. So this is M. This is this M on what? On smaller time frame. This is how it will look like on smaller time frame. Then the market started to what? Drop. 1, 2. We are where now? We are here, right?
Yes.
So it will give us what there?
W.
Then the market pull back up for what?
A reset.
Good, for a reset. Then it will pull what? 1,
Down.
2. Then the third one is what?
W.
Where are we now? Where are we now? We are here.
Yes, level 2.
Second level.
Bigger
So
time
it
frame.
will pull up for a what?
A reset.
Okay, then we start again. 1,
1,
2. Where are we now?
3. Peak low.
Good.
Peak
Peak
low.
low. We are here right now. We are here right now. So the market did what? Pull up back, just like we have for M. Pull down again.
Then W.
So this is how H1 would be like. Now, if I want to represent M15 on H1 now, it will look so much complex. I don't know.
So
if you are
many
saying-
M's and W.
What do you say?
I say so many M's and W, multiple M's and W.
Yeah, multiple M's and W. So many M's and W will be the case of this now. So this is what we'll be having. Let us try it, if we can draw something out of it. So we have our first leg here, right? Then the market pull down, right? Then the market pull up back, right? Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Then the market started to drop. 1, 2, drop. Market did what? Put up back again. Then give us our M, our W, our L. This is a peak structure on what time frame?
M15.
No.
H1.
No.
H1.
No.
Is D1
H4.
information high on
H4 now.
D1?
We are representing H4 to M15. Why are you guys doing like this?
H4 time.
It's H4 now. This is H4 time frame peak structure. Then we are
Yes.
on what?
Yes.
It's
H4.
So market will start to drop. 1, 2, 3. It was a peak low. Come back for a peak reset. Drop again. 1, 2, 3. It was a peak low. Come back for a peak reset. Drop again. 1, 2, 3. Then enter peak again. Where is it now? The market, we are here right now.
Level 1 on H1.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
I want to now ask a question now. This market at this particular point in time, right? What EMA is crossing here right now?
50 EMA.
50 EMA.
50 EMA. Now, what
Yes.
EMA will be crossing your reset on 1 hour time frame?
200 EMA.
Very good. 200 EMA. Now, what EMA will be crossing? I'm coming. Let me show you. That person never repents. So what EMA will be crossing here right now?
800 EMA.
Good, 800 EMA. So if you are to pick a 1 hour trade, is this a 1 hour trade? Let me just ask you like that. Is it a 1 hour scenario trade?
No.
No,
It's
it's
a
4
1 hour
hours.
scenario.
It's a 4-hour scenario.
It is on 4 hours, right?
Yes.
So you won't consider it as what? As a 1 hour trade. Are we together?
Yes, boss.
I need to get this thing. No. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So you won't consider it as what? As a 1 hour trade, because this is a 4 hour trade. This pull back to the 50 on 4 hours. When you come to 1 hour, it is on a reset on 1 hour. Then when you come to 15 minutes, it is on 800 EMA 15 minutes. A very complex structure in most cases. Are we together?
Yes, boss.
Yes.
Should we go and look for examples now?
Yes.
All right, let's go look for examples. So
wait, boss. Wait a minute. I just drew the structure.
I'm waiting.
Just a minute.
Okay, you want to draw it down?
Why not just? Okay, that's okay. That's okay. You can go on.
All right. Please, if you have noises from your hand, kindly reduce it. Someone is saying since I'm late. Yeah, well, you are late. Came to class, so you are late. All right, let's look for examples. Let's go look for let's check AUD NZD this morning. AUD USD this morning. A lot of people some people saw this yesterday. 200 EMA. Who can tell me what trade is this? What trade is this?
1 hour trade.
Thank you. 1 hour back to the 50, right?
Yes, boss.
Yes.
Thank you. You are getting it very well. Now let's check again. What kind of trade is this?
1 hour trade.
1 hour pull back to the 50, right?
Yes.
What kind of trade is this?
1 hour pull back to the 50.
1 hour pull back.
No. Okay, 1 hour 50.
Good. What kind of trade is this?
Information high.
Why is it big formation high?
Because at the 800 EMA.
Let me show you something.
H4 pull back to the 50. H4 pull back. That should be H4.
That's H4 pull back to the 50. Are you getting the logic?
Yes, boss.
That's H4 pull back to the 50. You can see 800 EMA locking around, and you can see that complex structure. It took like how many days before it left that side? It took like 2 days. Can you see the structure? M went up, give you M, come back and give you W, come back or give you M before it started moving. Go and check what we have. Let's go and check our whiteboard again. Let me see. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
at times you see me saying, wait for your pullback, wait for, if it's H4 pullback to the 50, this is what you should be expecting. I think this is when I will have to explain that. We will still talk more about this tomorrow, though. So let's just take a step at a time. Where are you? Where are you? Where is this guy that we check right now? Okay. Look at 1 hour now. What is this on 1 hour?
H4 pullback to the 50.
H4 pullback to the 50.
What is this on 1 hour too? What is this on 1 hour?
Peak reset.
Thank you. Peak reset. It's a peak reset on 1 hour. Look at this. Market was coming down, completed its cycle here, gave us a W right here, move up back where to 200 EMA, right? Yeah, I know that all the EMAs are looking around, but move up back to 200 EMA, right? Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, boss.
Right. Okay. Now, when it moved up back to the 200 EMA, this was what we saw on 800 EMA on 15 minutes. Can you see your M on 200 EMA on 1 hour?
Yes, boss.
Yes,
Or
sir.
on 800 EMA, can you see it's more complex structure? Can you see it's more complex structure?
Yes, boss.
This is another reset right here. Can you see? Now let me tell you the gist of, and this is the peak formation right here. This is the peak formation. So we have a peak formation here, we have a first reset here, we have our second reset here. Now let me tell you one big gist you need to understand. Now, if you are, this is the number 2 type of trade. Before we now add everything together, sum everything up, a peak reset on H1 is a pullback to the 50 on H4. Now, at the same time, it's a trade that will be looking around on 800 EMA M15. Now, the beautiful thing about this trade is it is not an intraday trade. It is not an intraday trade. So the moment you are able to pick this kind of trade, you should be staying in the market for at least 2 days for your 100 pips, 75 pips, 120 pips, 150 pips, depending on it.
Because 4 hours pullback.
Exactly. You are getting the logic small. It is a 4 hours pullback to the 50. So if a 4 hours pullback to the 50 is going to do a complete trend, it means it is going to complete a full cycle on 1 hour.
On which one? It's true. Yes. I observed that yesterday. It's true.
So that is the reason why at times you see me telling you that Euro CHF, CAD CHF that we called on Monday, a lot of you sniped out of the market when the thing dropped like 40 pips. And I told you I am still in the market. I was in the market for about 3 days. It went to loss, minus 40. When it came back up, it gave me plus 50. I closed my trade because the market was not ready to move further as at that time, and I wasn't ready to stay more than 3 days in that kind of market. I closed it to plus 50 trades for all my positions. So this kind of trade is different from H1 pullback to the 50. H1 pullback to the 50, you can't stay more than a few hours a day. You shouldn't even stay a day. Few hours from your peak, from your entry position, you are off the market.
Hello, sir.
Hi, sir.
Yes, sir. I also observed that I don't know if it's correct though. Correct me. I also observed that if D1 is doing pullback to the 50, that means a complete trend we have to form on H4.
Yes, it's more like that, sir. It's just the same logic.
Okay, because I observed it. There was one pair I was going through yesterday, and I observed it that as H4 is doing pullback, that means a complete trend will form on H1.
Exactly.
As D4, as D1 is doing pullback, a complete trend will form on H4.
As D1 is doing pullback, it will form a reset, not a complete trend actually. As it is falling the next level, it will do a complete trend. That's what we are trying to say.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
So now let me explain something to you. Please note this thing down. Now, this is the second type of trade. Remember that this class is just like bringing everything together for you. You still have to go back to the course and watch it. Go back to that course and watch. I'm telling you, I will keep repeating it. Not only the course, go back to all the videos we have on YouTube. I sent 1 link extra to that course. Go through everything. Now, a pullback to the 50 MA on H4 is a risky trade, and it is a very, very good risk trade. When I say it's a good risky trade, I don't mean it is a bad trade. It is a trade with good risk management. You ask me why. Number one, when a market pull back to the 50, and you can easily confirm on H4 that it's a pullback to the 50, forget it. No matter how long they stays around that 800 MA on F15, they are going to continue that trend. You know it, that they are going to continue that trend. Now, the moment you know it, gives you one kind of assurance that, okay, no matter the stop hunting period they do, no matter the what's it called manipulations they do in the market, this market is still going to finally go my way. Should I give you another example I saw yesterday? And I picked that yesterday. I actually didn't see too much in the market because I closed it immediately that yesterday. But there's another one going on, I think, on GNZ presently. But let's look at PS. You can see I'm actually on.
After that, you can take audit chef.
What do you say?
I think I'm seeing something. Australian dollar chef.
Okay, let's see. AUDC chef, where are you? Lucky boy. Yep.
USNZD choose, bro. Sir. USNZD.
Yeah, USD. It's happened on USD. Yes. Let's go to 4 hours first. The first thing is 4 hours. But you know, if you are picking it from a 4 hours perspective, you are also looking at D1 perspective also. So don't be vulnerable. I'm just talking about the kind of trade we are picking. Okay. What are you saying? This look more like a reset. It's going to buy.
It's very market.
It's a reset on 4 hours. This looks more like a reset on 4 hours. I don't want to use this example. Let me look for better examples. I'm coming. Just hold on. It is going to declare eventually. Okay, this is a good pullback to the 50. Look at this pullback to the 50. I don't know. Oh, AUD card. Look at this. A USD card.
USD card.
It's going to buy.
Yeah, I saw it.
There's high probability that this pair is going to buy very soon. So look at it. It is touching 50, right? I go to 1 hour. I go and check what is happening on 1 hour. Oh, it's on 200 MA on 1 hour. So it has completed its peak. Can you see a peak high here? Rejected back to 200 MA. What I'm actually waiting for, if it's not coming to drop here, because at times they can be like that, it is going to reject around here, give you something like a W structure. Then on 15 minutes, you will see that the market is touching 800 MA already on 15 minutes. Can you see?
Yes.
So this is where you'll be looking around. Now, I will explain again, and I will say it again. This kind of market, I will repeat again. You need to be paid. At times when you enter your trade, you can stay in that kind of market before it moves your way for like 3 days or more. Remember, it is H4 peak. Remember, it is H4 pullback to the 50. So now this one, we have to wait till 1 hour complete its work W.
W. Okay, I check. Assalamualaikum.
What can we continue?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Now you have to wait till what H4 give you what a W, H1 give you a W for a big reset, right? As at that second leg, you enter your market. Now there is high probability this market pull beyond this for a stop hunt, but it doesn't concern you because you know what you are looking for. If you are looking for like a USD card, I'm looking for like 100 pips, right? Minimum of 100 pips. It's a volatile pair. So I should be keeping my stop loss at 50 pips. Imaginary, I told you I use imaginary stop loss. So I should be keeping my stop loss at 50 pips. So when this market is ready, this does not mean intraday traders won't be picking their 20 pips every day. If an intraday trader sees a small W here, they will enter, they take their 20 pips and go out. Now this market will give you W, likely going to give you W today, buy small, then come back down into this region again. It is time frame blending. You have to understand this. This thing is not difficult. But I'm telling you, you won't understand it in a day. You won't fully understand it in a week. You won't fully understand it in a month. And you can actually fully understand it, but I don't think we can all fully understand it because we learn every day, right? But you need to soak yourself into your charts and learn from your charts. This thing is not magic.
Boss, another good example is gold right now.
Gold.
Yes, it's doing a pullback to the 50.
Are you from Kenya?
Yes.
Sorry, what's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel, okay, Dan, okay. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, this is a pullback to the 50 on gold. So what are you expecting on gold? Before you can say what you are expecting on gold, you have to go check your D1, your H4. If this pullback to the 50 on H4 is not going to break that H4 trend. So let's go check. I'm not supposed to be doing live analysis with you guys though. Today is not live.
It's God that is doing it.
God is not doing it. Don't count the lie of it. Look at it. It is a continuous sell market. The market is still going to sell. Can you see? You don't believe?
Yes. Yes.
The market is still going to sell. The market will sell to around this region. There's high probability set to around this region before it continues. But you know that this is day one, so it might take time before it starts reversing to sell to this region. Before it even think of saying it wants to buy. So this one, we are here to talk about bigger time frames and their hammer, especially D1 and their hammer. Very important. Let's check 4 hours. See, market is clean. Can you see this structure? 1, 2, 3. Can you see?
Yes.
This market is going to come down before it starts moving up. Now look at this. This is example of what we were talking about. Let me mark this out for you. Let's go and check it on 1 hour. Where are we going to have that structure on 1 hour?
At the 200 EMA.
Yeah.
Can you see? Are you with me?
Yes, boss.
Yes, sir.
Are we still together?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Look at your TDI presently in this market. It's showing that this market is going to reverse soon. Look at your TDI. It has entered extreme. Look at it. It's on 200 MA. This market might reject soon. Now look at this 800 MA. So look at, can you see your M?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now let's check our 15 minutes and see where we.
No money, Michael. Half an hour.
I know. Look at your 15-minute structure
On the 800.
on the 800 MA. Can you see the structure? More complex, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Is this thing becoming meaningful, like clear? I mean,
Yes,
It's
so
shaking small.
it's making sense small, but oh shit.
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. I think this is my old, so I have to go now. So let me just entertain 2 questions before I call it a day. So 2 questions. Anybody? Anybody with question?
Yeah, but yesterday you said US 30 is going for a risk, right? And it's already on 200.
I'm not getting you. I'm not getting you.
Yesterday you said US 30 was going to go for a reset.
Okay.
Yeah, so now 200 amount 1 hour or so, on 1 hour or 15 minutes. So we should be expecting a more downtrend.
I'm not getting. Oh, are you talking about XSS USD?
No, US 30.
Which one is USSD?
US 30. More like those NASDAQ, US 30, US 500.
US 30.
Yes.
Oh, you are talking about US 30. Yeah, I think US 30
NASDAQ,
is a continuous sell. It's a continuous sell market.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Any other question? Last question.
Boss, please, when are you going to handle that entry point? Because I think I really need that lecture.
You have the lectures with you. You have the lectures with you. Go and check the lectures.
I know, but you know, it's different when.
No, it's not different. So entry is the simplest thing of all. So go and check at least you have to go through it first. Have the knowledge.
No, I've gone through it, but
go and go through it again. Now you have the knowledge now. You understand a lot of things in the market now. So go and check that entry. We are going to have the class when we are done with our time frame analysis and everything. But go and check it. So it won't delay you from doing some things in the market.
All right. I will
check it
watch
again.
it again.
Yeah, you don't get tired of it.
Okay, boss.
All right. Thank you everybody for coming. Sorry, it was a short notice class, but either way, you guys are great.
Thank you.
Okay, have a nice day. Sorry, I have to go now. So we'll be having a class
thank
tomorrow.
you, boss.
And I hope you will be there. Tomorrow will be 7 a.m. by God's grace. So I hope you guys will be there early. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Someone
will have me on this.
All right, thank you, boss.